So you think you've seen it all? You've braved Times Square on New Year's Eve, maybe even survived a Black Friday sale at Walmart. Cute! Now allow me to introduce you to Varanasi or Kashi or Benares, a city with more names than a con artist and an atmosphere that makes a mosh pit look like a meditation retreat. They call it the spiritual heart of India. I call it a full-blown, technicolor sensory assault. It's ancient, it's profound, and it's utterly, unapologetically bonkers. Forget your preconceived notions of quiet contemplation. This is spirituality turned up to 11. They say this city is one of the oldest, continuously inhabited places on Earth. You can feel it, not just in the crumbling architecture or the stories whispered down through millennia, but in the very air you breathe, thick with incense, spices, humanity, and something else, something indefinable. It's a beautiful, maddening, unforgettable mess. So buckle up, Buttercup, you're in for a ride. The Ganges, Mother Ganga, the river of life, death, and everything in between. For millions, this isn't just a body of water. It's a goddess, a purifier, a direct line to the divine. People travel from across the globe, from every corner of India, just to dip their toes or their entire bodies into its murky embrace. They believe its waters can wash away a lifetime of sins. Looking at it, you might think it's accumulated a few sins of its own along the way, or at least a significant amount of, well, let's call it organic matter. It's a testament to faith, really, that people so willingly submerge themselves. The river is the city's main artery, its spiritual superhighway. Dawn on the Ganges is a spectacle you won't forget, even if you try. Boats laden with pilgrims and curious onlookers drift along as the sun bleeds color into the sky. People pray, they chant, they bathe, they perform rituals passed down through generations. It's a moving tableau, a genuine display of devotion that's hard to find elsewhere. It's a place where the veil between worlds feels thin, where the cycle of existence is laid bare for all to see. You witness life's most profound moments played out against a backdrop that's both ancient and constantly changing. It's the Ganges, folks. It doesn't need your approval. It just is. If you thought rush hour back home was bad, welcome to the streets of Varanasi. It's less a transportation network and more a living, breathing organism, a chaotic ballet of rickshaws, auto-rickshaws, bicycles, motorbikes, pedestrians, vendors, and the occasional sacred cow that has decided this particular spot is perfect for a midday nap. Traffic laws? More like traffic suggestions, politely ignored by everyone. The primary mode of communication is the horn, a constant cacophonous symphony that somehow miraculously prevents total gridlock. The alleyways, or galies, are another adventure entirely. These narrow winding passages are the veins of the old city, too tight for cars but just right for a sensory overload. Every turn reveals something new, a hidden temple, a tiny shop selling shimmering silks, a vendor frying up mysterious but enticing snacks. It's disorienting, it's claustrophobic, and it's utterly captivating. The markets are a riot of color, sound, and smell. Mountains of spices release their perfume into the air, mingling with the scent of incense, flowers, and street food. Silks of every imaginable hue hang in vibrant displays, tempting you with their intricate designs. And the cows, oh, the sacred cows, they are everywhere, ambling with a serene indifference that borders on regal. It's their town. We're all just passing through, trying not to step in anything. Varanasi is often called the City of Temples, and they aren't kidding. It feels like there's a shrine on every corner, a temple down every alley, dedicated to one of the Hindu pantheon's countless deities. Some are grand, ancient structures, their stones worn smooth by centuries of devotion. Others are tiny, vibrant alcoves tucked away in unexpected places, yet buzzing with a quiet energy. The Kashi Vishwanath temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva, is the big one, the main event. Getting there is an adventure in itself, navigating a maze of security checks and crowded lanes. Inside, it's a crush of humanity, a fervent, sometimes overwhelming display of faith. Devotees push forward, eager for a glimpse of the sacred lingam, offering prayers and flowers. It's intense, it's noisy, and it's a world away from the hushed reverence you might expect in a holy place. This is devotion in its rawest, most passionate form, a full-contact sport of spirituality. The spiritual practices in Varanasi are not for the squeamish or the easily shocked. This is a city where the veil between life and death is particularly thin, and rituals surrounding both are performed openly with a matter-of-factness that can be jarring to an outsider. The burning Ghats, like Manikarnika and Harishchandra, are perhaps the most famous or infamous examples. Here, funeral pyres burn 24/7. Sending plumes of smoke into the sky as bodies are cremated according to ancient Hindu tradition. It's a stark, visceral reminder of mortality, a public display of a private grief. Witnessing these cremations is a profound and for many unsettling experience. There's no hiding from death here. It's confronted head-on, accepted as an integral part of the cosmic cycle. The air is thick with the smell of burning wood and something else, something uniquely human. But the families of the deceased carry on, their focus on the rites that will ensure a smooth passage for their loved ones. Beyond these grand public displays, countless smaller personal rituals unfold daily. This is faith lived out loud, in all its messy, smoky, and sometimes beautiful glory. The Ghats of Varanasi. 80-something stone stairways leading down to the holy Ganges, each with its own name, its own history, its own unique vibe. They are the city's front porch, its public square, its spiritual epicenter. From the crack of dawn until well after dusk, these steps are alive with activity. They are where life unfolds in all its glorious, chaotic detail. You'll see people bathing, doing laundry, practicing yoga, selling tea, offering boat rides, getting haircuts, and engaging in philosophical discussions with equal fervor. It's a microcosm of Indian life, played out on a series of ancient stone platforms. Some ghats are for bathing, like Dashashwamedh Ghat, the site of the spectacular evening aarti. Others, like Manikarnika and Harishchandra, are primarily cremation ghats, where the fires never cease. Each one offers a different window into the soul of Varanasi. Walking along the ghats from one end to the other is an experience in itself, a journey through centuries of faith, tradition, and everyday human existence. Hindus believe that dying in Varanasi and being cremated on its ghats grants moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. It's a place to sit, to observe, to reflect, or just to be overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of it all. Let's talk about food in Varanasi. After all that spiritual heavy lifting, a person gets hungry. The culinary scene is an adventure, a delightful gamble. The streets are lined with vendors selling all manners of snacks, sweets, and savory delights. Where's the fun without a little risk, right? You'll find lassi shops serving creamy yogurt concoctions in rustic clay cups. Chat stalls offer explosive combinations of flavors. Each bite is a flavor bomb. For the less adventurous, there are thalis, large platters with a variety of small dishes. The real heart of Varanasi's food scene is out there on the streets. Varanasi is famous for its milk-based desserts like rabri and malayo. So go ahead, indulge. People come to Varanasi seeking peace, enlightenment, a little spiritual R&R, and the city, in its own mischievous way, seems to say peace. Sure, you can have peace, but you're going to have to work for it, pal. Because serenity in Varanasi isn't found in quiet, secluded corners, meticulously curated for your meditative pleasure. No, that would be too easy. Here, peace is something you snatch from the jaws of chaos, a fleeting moment of clarity amidst a symphony of horns, chants, and bargaining vendors. It's an inside job, a state of mind cultivated despite, not because of, the surroundings. You might find it at dawn on a boat drifting silently on the Ganges as the city slowly awakens. The air is cooler then, the noise a little more subdued. The rising sun paints the Ghats in soft hues, and for a brief period, a sense of calm descends. Or perhaps you'll find it in a quiet temple courtyard, away from the main crush, where the only sounds are the rustling of leaves and the distant murmur of prayers. The real trick, perhaps, is to find the serenity within the chaos. To see the beauty in the madness, the sacred in the everyday. So you made it. You plunged into the swirling technicolor vortex that is Varanasi and emerged blinking on the other side. You've seen the fires, heard the chants, you've smelled the smells. You've navigated the labyrinthine alleys, dodged the holy cows, and maybe even risked a dip in Mother Ganga. You're probably a little grittier, a little wiser, and definitely in possession of some stories that your friends back home will struggle to believe. The question is, what do you do with it all? How does a place like this change you, if at all? Varanasi isn't a city you just visit, it's a city you experience, a city that gets under your skin and stays there. It recalibrates your senses, redefines your understanding of ancient, and makes you question your own comfortable realities. Ultimately, Varanasi is what you make of it. Now go forth, brave traveler, and try to explain all this to someone who hasn't been. Good luck with that, you'll need it.